Primetime bricks?
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Lepin 66 block model, Optimus Mars. So here we are, and there he is, and I don't have the original packaging for this guy because it came from Sir Toys, and they don't believe in packaging, but I do have an empty box of Nutri-Grain bars. That's the best I can do for you. Yay! So moving along. So yes, as you can see, this is a big brick building set, you know, third-party Lego set of Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. And here is the instruction, I was going to say booklet, it's the instruction book. It's very thick, of all the steps. It just keeps going and going and going and going and going. It goes on forever. There's about 500 and I think 85 steps in total to put this thing together. And yeah, this took a long time. This took a few long sessions over 2 weekends for me to finish putting this together. So yeah, I knew this was going to be a long process, so there was no way I was going to even try to film this. No, thank you. I just threw on some Netflix, you know, just relaxed and took my time building this, and when it's all said and done, it is quite impressive, as you can see. Very well done. A nice piece of kit, if you will. So, let's get in close here. Well, we can... Let's take a look at that skull. Boop, let's just do that. So let's take a look at the side here. You can see these details here on the mouth plate. These are tampoed on. You can see his eyes. But yeah, pretty cool how all the pieces come together to make his head. Not too shabby. But all in all, this is a very cool kit. You can see some nice chromed pieces here for these smokestacks. Now in the instructions, they do give you the option. You get two sets of pieces as far as stuff like this goes. You have the option of just using just the regular gray pieces, or you can use the chromed pieces. Me, I like chrome, so I went with the chrome. So he has the chrome smokestacks, and he also has the chrome crotch plate right here. So I opted to use the chrome, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But all in all, this looks really cool once it's all put together. Not without its flaws, but still looks quite cool. You can see a big old gun right there, and his big old feet. I'm trying to hold them and praying that nothing falls apart. Yeah, you got some more chrome there. Got the big old tires. These are rubber tires. And his big old feet. But yeah, all in all, quite impressive when it's all put together. You can see there's a lot of... Oops, I got pieces falling off. But, you can see some nice details there, like on the inside of his legs. Very cool how this all comes together. You can see his back here. Again, very cool how all this comes together. Very nicely done. Really cool. Really cool. I'm going to put this piece back on. This is one of his crotch pieces. His crotch likes to come apart, and that's one of the flaws. It's not those plates themselves. It's what's attached to them. But yeah, all in all though, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's give you a little head to toe pan here. Yeah, I dig it. It was a long process to put this thing together, but when it's all said and done, it is quite impressive. It's very large also. He stands about 17.5 inches tall, so this is a big boy, and we'll just do some comparisons right now. So here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee Prime, and he is barely in the frame. There you go. Look at that. He's a little guy. Just a little guy. Here he is with the Toy World Bumblebee Prime. You can see that one just towers over him. Here he is with the 3A or 3-0 Bumblebee Prime. So yeah, he's a big boy. He is a big boy. Now, this guy does have some articulation. Get over here, boy. Get over here, big boy. The head is on a ball joint, so you do have some wiggly waggly. He can look up, he can do a little squirrel, he can do that, he can look down, head can rotate, and all that good stuff. His arms, they can rotate, and just on a big ball joint there, they can move in and out. I don't want to move things around too much just because I'm always afraid of things popping off, but there is some arm articulation there. He does have a ratcheted elbow. You get a little over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. His wrists are on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly rotation, all that good stuff. As far as his hands go, the thumb is on a hinge, so I can move up and down there, it can rotate there, and you also have a joint there as well, and each of the fingers has a joint at the base and a joint right there. So you can actually get kind of the heroic point going if you want to, and all of that good stuff. His pecs can move if you want them to. Hey, why not? And the elbow joints, they're soft ratchets, but thankfully they are strong enough to support the weight of the gun. So hey, that's a plus. That's always a plus. As far as his legs go, his legs are pretty much locked in place. So these little side bits here, they can move up and down if you want them to. And these sections are on ball joints. You kind of move those around, kind of angle them if you want to. But yeah, as far as his legs go, his legs are pretty much locked into place because they want you to have him standing in this A stance, and this is pretty much my main issue here. We have to focus on his crotch for a little bit here. We have to focus on the crotchial region. So as far as the crotch goes, you can see you have these little support pieces here, and this is basically to keep the legs locked in place. His hips are on ratchets. There are 2 ratchets in each hip that allow the legs to move outward, but basically they're kind of rendered immobile because you have this piece here which is clipped in into the thigh and actually clipped up into his crotch. And one issue I always have is that this piece always likes to pop out of these clips very easily, and then his little blue crotch plates like to fall off if they go too far. So yeah, it's kind of a problematic crotch here just due to the way all that works or doesn't work. Now granted, you can really solve that problem by just taking these pieces out and just bringing those legs in that one click and just have them standing straight, which I actually may just do right now. Really, let's see how that works out. I actually haven't tried to do this yet, so you know what? We're just gonna pop these pieces out. Come on, unclip. You can see that's what's holding them together. So we can just undo that. Come on. Boop. I'll just put his put these pieces back on here. There we go. Prime, cough. No, don't do it. So there you go. You can bring him in that one click. And there we go. And he actually stands a bit more stably when you do that. There you go. So these pieces, honestly, I'm probably not going to use anymore. That works out a lot better. But yeah, once you undo that, you do have outward movement. Again, you only really get like one click. But, you get some outward movement. He does have knee joints, which is kind of pointless since you can't move anything else on his legs. But he does have ratcheted knees. Move this out of the way here. You can see, that's as far as, hey! Just came out. This is why, Lego stuff that has joints, I really don't like to move because it's too easy to just kind of pop stuff off. But if you put just like a half an ounce of too much pressure on a piece, like everything starts popping off. That's one thing about, Lego sets, official and unofficial. Like, once you put them together, you really just don't want to touch them. At least I don't anyway, but the feet do have some movement. You can see his pieces here. They can rotate. His feet, they're on big ball joints, and they're pretty much for the ankle tilted. You have this piece here that can move up and down a little bit. So, yeah. Not chock full of articulation, really meant to just kind of stand there and look like Optimus Prime, but yeah, he does that, and he does it quite well as far as I'm concerned. Looks very good. Now, this does not transform. There is no truck mode build, which personally I'm happy about because I was not going to put this thing together twice anyway. So, hey, fine with me that there's only one build as far as this is concerned. But hey, if you are a Lego master, I'm sure you could, you know, find a way to build a truck mode out of all this. You have plenty of parts. You have 2,700 plus pieces. So I'm pretty sure with 2,700 plus pieces, you could probably put together a good looking truck mode out of all of this. But officially, there is no truck mode build. But hey, that's up to you. I know there are some brick building masters out there that could definitely do it. But yeah, I wouldn't have done it even if it wasn't the instructions. So yeah. Fine by me, like I said, fine by me. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy, so there you go. So there you have Optimus Mars, and, yeah, this is a nice piece of kit here, a very cool set. You know, it was a fun build. It's a long build, but it was a fun build, and when it's all said and done, you end up with a really cool display piece. Really love the way it looks. It's very clever how everything comes together. You know, I'm sure some people are going to complain about the lack of articulation in the legs. Me personally, I prefer it this way, because something this big, I want to be stable, and he is definitely stable, and really, as far as I'm concerned anyway, this is as extreme a pose as I would put this thing in anyway, even if his legs did have a bunch of articulation. So I like that he's stable. I prefer it that way because I don't want this thing taking a shelf dive and, you know, falling apart into a million pieces because that would make me cry. So stability for me, good thing. So I don't miss the articulation. Don't miss it one bit. But yeah, oh no, really, like I said, really cool set. Fun to build, and yeah, just overall very nicely done in my opinion. So there you go. Now I picked this up from Sir Toys. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Lepin 66 block model Optimus Mars, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Optimus, what in Primus's name?
What is it be?
Anyway, look, we have no choice. We have to evacuate Cybertron.
What? We can't leave? I just finished building the statue of me.
Wait. You built a statue of yourself?
Duh! Who else could capture the essence of my awesomeness? And I will guard it with my life!
Yeah, that seems like something you would do. Well, have fun with yourself.
I will!